Hello, rock-loving YouTubers out there. Today was such a nice day, I thought I would go to my favorite rock bar along the Colorado River near Austin, Texas, and look for some interesting rocks. I thought I'd look for some petrified wood, some fossil rocks, some agate rocks, but specifically, I thought I'd find some quartz today. Yeah, you heard me, quartz. I thought I'd find some quartz and tumble it. Well, here's one example of some quartz. Now I just need to find enough to fill my 12-pound barrel. Here are all of our pieces of quartz that I picked up today. Most of these have been nicely river tumbled for quite a while, so they already have a nice shape to them. But I'm still going to get them in the coarse grit for as many weeks as it takes to make them flawless on the outside, and then we'll get them polished up in the vibratory tumbler. So I will update this video soon once these are done with their coarse stage. Check it out! The quartz is finally finished with the coarse stage. It has been literally a couple of months. And some of them just never would get perfect. They started to break apart. They would fracture quite a bit. I just decided it was time to move on. I think these are going to be pretty once I get them shined up. I had to go ahead and take a couple to the cabbing machine and fix some flaws at the last second. A little cheating, you might say. But anyway, let me go ahead and get these started in the vibratory tumbler, and we'll do my 8-day 4-step polishing process, and we'll come back and take a closer look. Our quartz is finally finished with the polishing. What do you think? Check it out. I think it turned out pretty nice. For the most part, we got a good shine. Like I said before, a lot of these pieces just kept fracturing and getting smaller and smaller over those months of tumbling in the coarse grit. But in the end, I think they turned out nice. Let's take a closer look at some of these. Let's begin with this big piece right here. How do you think this one turned out? I like it. I think it turned out pretty nice. I think it looks a lot better than it did that day I found it. I've added another light to this little setup I use here. You can see the pinpoint LEDs right there. I think that'll help show the shine versus just the diffuse light that I normally use. So that's why you'll notice that little extra bit of sparkle in there. So here we go. Let's get started with this one, and we'll go through a few of these and see how they look. I think this one's really interesting. It's quartz, but it's got a variety of color and quartz in it. I say a variety of quartz. I'm not exactly sure, but you can tell it's different types of quartz, if there is such a thing. I really like the color. I think it turned out nice. Now this one has those stripes in it, those bands. I like these pieces of quartz. Once again, not a perfect tumble. But boy, doesn't that look sweet right in there. Isn't that pretty? And this one has a golden color to it. I really like that. That's a pretty piece of quartz. What do you think? Here's another one with some striping in it. I like that. Once again, not a perfect tumble. I just gave up trying to make these things perfect. They just kept fracturing and getting smaller and smaller. So I just pulled the trigger. But I'm not unhappy with it. Overall, the result, I think they turned out pretty nice. This one's really interesting here. It's got lots of detail in it. Look at that. Isn't that a pretty piece of quartz? I like this one a lot. This may be my favorite. A couple of the pieces I describe as dirty quartz because you see they've got these little dark little spots, little inclusions in there. I don't know what exactly that is, but it looks like dirty quartz. That's my term, by the way. I don't think you'll find it in any rock guide. Here's another large piece with different colors of quartz in it. I think that looks pretty good. Here's an example of one that just wouldn't tumble smooth, as you can see. It's pretty though. I like the dark quartz. I think these two pieces were once one piece of quartz that just broke during the tumbling. Just kept getting smaller and smaller. Now this one looks really interesting here. It's very, very clear compared to the other ones. I mean, it's not clear, obviously, but It's clearer, let's say. We'll use the comparative tense. I like it. It's got some interesting detail inside. And here are the final ones here. They're kind of small, not too interesting. But they also have a nice shine and some decent color for quartz. Well, there you have it. Thank you so much for watching this little video. I hope you enjoyed it. You saw how I was able to rock hound these and then get them home, get them tumbled and polished. I enjoyed that transformation. I hope you do as well. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it.